Grey? Is this some sort of volunteer thing?
Something like that.
Thursday, September 26th.
Get back to work before I tell the court you're in contempt.
Orange is the new gray.
Due to criminal activity, Meredith Grey, Alex Karev, and Richard Weber no longer work here.
What? In a season premiere
Jason!
that doesn't
He's down there.
miss
Is he alive?
a beat. The Grey's Anatomy season premiere, Thursday, September 26th on ABC.
Hey everyone! So I think I finally got a perfect lighting setup for my new set of Grey's Anatomy reviews. When I reviewed the teaser trailer, I had just moved and I know the lighting and the sound was pretty bad, but I think I have the setup pretty good now. So I'm gonna just, keep going with this. I'm more or less happy with how the camera looks at the moment. But enough about me. Let's talk about this trailer for Grey's Anatomy season 16, which I have to say is a perfect trailer. The one thing I didn't like about the trailer was the time of the release of it. It just was so late. It wasn't even at 9 o'clock. It was at 10 Eastern Standard Time. And, Grey's Anatomy airs at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and the trailer, for the next episode comes out at 9. This just seemed very late to me. It's not the best way to market your property. And this has been a very, very slow news cycle since about August with movies and television. And since Grey's Anatomy, is a Disney show or Disney-esque show, it's on ABC, which is a Disney subsidiary. But, why not just air the trailer on Good Morning America this morning at 8 o'clock, 12 hours before Grey's Anatomy naturally would air, and then, let it trend and people would talk about it all day. Grey's Anatomy is popular enough where it would definitely trend because this trailer is really freaking good. Like, there's a lot in it, which blew my mind. Normally, ABC trailers don't have that much. Like, the teaser trailer for season 16 is very bad, but the actual, full trailer is quite excellent. And there might even be one more. I remember when the season 15 came out, they released, I forget if they released a teaser, but they definitely released a long trailer and then a, the short one like this. And I hope to get a long trailer because I would like to review that as well, because what I saw here has very much impressed me. Also, speaking of news cycles and stories and whatnot for TV and movies, for TV, expect some Grey's Anatomy stories to drop because the soon to be, I imagine, that the character who they're hyping up to return will be revealed very soon. But also for Disney fans, expect mass ploys of Maleficent 2 marketing, Frozen 2 marketing, and Star Wars Episode 9 marketing because those movies are all coming out within the next 3 months. Maleficent in October, Frozen in November, and Star Wars in December. I don't think any Disney movie is coming out this month that's of note. So anyway, on to the trailer. I love how the trailer keeps the humor and drama dynamic that Grey's Anatomy is known for. And I've said many times in my reviews that since season 12, Grey's has done a 50-50 split where it's been both humorous and dramatic. I think it really really lying heavily on Kelly McKeary and Katarina Skorson, who I think are hilarious actresses and very versatile. And particularly Kelly McKeary, I think she's very, very funny. But anyway, Grey's Anatomy has that 50-50 split of being both humorous and dramatic. And this trailer, the beginning of it's funny, and then the end of it is, is dramatic and intense. And it's almost like perfectly split between the seconds of the humor and the drama. So I really like that. Again, this adds to it being a very perfect trailer. And the fact that it is giving 99% new footage. I think there was 1 second of old footage from season 15 is awesome. Like, I am blown away by that. Just because ABC marketing, I've been covering ABC shows, or at least once upon a time in Scandal and Grey's Anatomy as well, but I've been covering these shows since 2014, so that's 5 years of reviews, and I know how ABC marketing and ABC press works, and sometimes the trailers just aren't that good. The promos for the episodes when the show's in, cycle is excellent, but the marketing leading up to the show itself, hit or miss. I think the best marketing the show, any ABC show has ever had, was when Once Upon a Time did Frozen, but I'm ranting. So the first sequence of the trailer shows Meredith picking up trash, which is hilarious and perfect. Her consequences for, insurance fraud move very, very fast. I'm already shocked that she's, picking up garbage on the side of the road. By the way, I can't wait to see how the storyline will get resolved. Like, I just love her interaction with, I assume with the patient, and Meredith being like, yeah, this is volunteer work, and then to have the corrections officer talk about being held in contempt was hilarious as well. And just Ellen Pompeo's face acting is great. Ellen Pompeo is very good at being both dramatic and humorous. I think for 90% of Grey's Anatomy, she's always playing the dramatic role, but when she gets to be funny, she's funny. It shows. Like Ellen is very, very talented. Now the story, the trailer also showed very briefly Alex and Richard, and I really do wonder how they're going to deal with being fired as well. We just see their faces being very mopey, but I don't think Alex will be too concerned about being fired. He'll definitely be concerned about it, but I don't think it's going to be his biggest problem given the fact that Joe has been committed. But Richard, I think, is going to have a lot of issues because he was fired by Bailey, who is essentially his best friend, and his wife supported it. His wife being Catherine, and so I think he's going to have some serious issues throughout season 16, at least with feelings of betrayal and trust. I don't think the writers of the show would want Richard to go back to dealing with his alcoholism in full force with actually drinking and whatnot, because I think that would be a very bad regression for the character. But I do wonder how he's going to handle this. So then, the trailer also showed, it didn't show DeLuca, which I thought was interesting, but the trailer showed Bailey telling Amelia, Owen, and Teddy that Meredith has been fired, and she looked extremely guilty, which I'm really happy that she feels guilty about that, because Bailey is not innocent herself. I've said many times after they revealed that Meredith and Alex and Richard were fired, that Bailey is far from an innocent person, and this, particularly in season 10, remember when she gave the boy the deactivated HIV virus against his parents' wishes? And there's just many times with these shows, or in this show, where characters have broken the law and nothing has happened. So I do wonder, I'm curious why the show decided to actually allow the consequences to really hit the characters and with the full force of the law. Anyway, so Bailey tells Amelia, Teddy, and Owen what's going on, and they're like, what? That's crazy. Now, we didn't get to see anything that's going to happening with Owen, Amelia, and Teddy's storyline, but I can't wait to see it. I love Kim Raver, I love Katerina Scorsone, and I think Kevin McKidd is a fantastic actor, and I really want to see him cycle through or work through his PTSD and whatnot, which they started in season 15. Now, the teaser trailer showed Amelia being very sad, or at least looking sad about Owen having a baby, but then she seems to be happy Aunt Amelia here with Teddy and whatnot. So I'm wondering, why either maybe she just has a quick moment of longing and she's like, I don't have time to do this. I want to deal with Link. I want to be with Link, and I'll just be happy for Owen, who's my best friend, and maybe she'll be good friends with Teddy. I really hope that Teddy can join the sister group with Amelia and Maggie and Meredith. So, also, one thing I really like about this trailer is how it doesn't show any new characters. There's no Karasik, there's no Glasses, there's no Kim, there's no Link. And don't get me wrong, I like Karasik, and I actually like Link. I think Link's a really cool character, but I like the trailer is really focusing on our more or less original characters. I mean, our OGs are all, in this trailer. Richard and Alex don't have speaking roles, but they do get cameos. And then any character, Amelia technically was introduced in private practice in season 4, but she was on Grey's Anatomy in season 7. So any character essentially is in this trailer has been on the show since season 7, give or take a season. So overall, I do wonder how Amelia is going to react to also Meredith being fired, because she's dealing with her own feelings towards Owen and Teddy, and then possibly her feelings with Link, and now she has to worry about Meredith because she might get custody of the kids, or if anything bad happens, or that might be one of her thoughts. Either way, there's a lot to unpack for Amelia, and I can't wait to see what's also going to happen with Karasik. But I'm really, really happy that the trailer does not include any character that was introduced later in the show's run. Last thing to quickly talk about is the trailer shows Jackson's disappearance and Maggie react to it, and Maggie dealing with the police and whatnot. Now, the trailer is really trying to hype up that Jesse Williams' character is going to be in trouble. I think Jesse Williams is signed on for season 17, just like Ellen Pompeo. He's definitely signed on for season 16. I doubt Jesse Williams leaving the show. Jackson is such a pivotal character, and one of the characters they could easily bring back is April. I mean, I think Sarah Drew's available. I mean, I follow her on Instagram. She doesn't seem to be filming anything at the moment. And I also think that, given the fact that April lives in Seattle, it's an easy throwback. I mean, it's a bit more of an issue to bring back Arizona and Cali, because if you bring back one, you need to bring back the other because they're a couple again, unless you'd be like, oh, they broke up and now Arizona or Cali's back, which would just be so ridiculous for character development. You could also bring back Addison, but I think you want a character that is really connected to the characters we currently have. Addison has a connection to Amelia and Meredith, but we haven't seen Addison since season 8 of the show. You could bring back Arizona because of her connection to Alex. You could bring back, as I said, Callie because of her connection to the whole cast. So it works out very well for those characters. And then April again with her connection to the whole cast, and Jackson and Maggie. So I don't know who will be coming back. But either way, I think Jesse Williams is going to be on the show for quite some time. And I also do wonder what his injuries are going to be when they find him. I can't imagine that he's dead. And I wonder how Maggie will deal with his recovery. So overall, this is a very long trailer review because it was a perfect trailer. I had a list of notes that I just hit every point on. And so I'm very happy to have discussed this trailer in depth, and I really hope you all enjoyed my review of it, and I'm looking forward to discussing Grey's Anatomy Season 16 in full with you very soon. The show comes back in 3 weeks. I will review the way I will be doing the reviews is I will review the trailer for the next episode and the episode itself. So the review of episode 2 will be with the trailer review for the review of episode 1 will be with the trailer review of episode 2, and I'll break it up and I'll put a chapter time in the description so that way you guys know what's going on. So anyway, share your thoughts in the comments below about this amazing trailer for Grey's Anatomy Season 16. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to click that subscribe button. Yes, shameless marketing play, but I just got to say it. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk real soon. Okay, guys. Bye.